Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Recollage with Pink Girly. This is Pink Girly, and I'm here with my buddy, Kellyanne Rolson. So we popped on early today because we have things we want to do, and the biggest thing we want to do is we want to go be pool bums. So we want to be, well, pool rats maybe. We want to go to the pool again today. The beginning of our little excursion, hiatus, vacation, whatever you want to call it, began with very dreary, gray, and rainy days. So we didn't really get any pool time. So we've got a couple of sunny, warm days. Now, tomorrow it's supposed to be, I think, 77. So today is going to be in the 80s, and it's maybe partly sunny, but we're going to take advantage of that. So rather than stream later into the afternoon, well, I thought we'll bump up our time a little bit, and that way we can do everything. So I printed off some bee people that I think might look cute in my good morning veil. Good morning, Jacqueline. Jacqueline says she's working and a lurking. So I want to use these, I think, as maybe some focal points on a couple of the pages. And I just thought these were cute. So this one I printed kind of mostly to see size, and then I liked the background. I thought even if I cut her out, I could use maybe these bits in maybe another project. Now these are digitals from the other kits I've been using, and then I was fussing around with sizes and took the backgrounds out, and you can see these are a little too small for what I want. These I think might be a good size. So I'm just going to see. Now, my end of the bargain is supposed to be, I think she'll be a little too big, is that I can use these in projects and even in projects to sell if I treat them and kind of like embellish them a little bit, or add things to them or whatever. Jacqueline just printed a digital for the first time on the presentation paper. She's had the paper, but she's been dyeing on the paper, and she's just realized how beautiful they are when you print them on this paper. I mean, they're just amazing. So first things first, I have to decide which one I'm going to start with. So I think I'll start with these two. And I'm going to cut them out, trim them out. Hi, Linda. How have you been? Nice to see you. Good morning. I need a pair of scissors. And I'm thinking I might use some embossing glaze and maybe some doodling. I don't know, some thread, maybe some fabric. We'll see. Like her, I think I could put, some black lace right under here. It's just when you buy digitals, hey, good morning, Candy. When you buy digitals, some digitals, and I guess a lot of folks, I'm taking her antlers off though, are not reselling. So you don't have to really think about how you can use the digital. Most of them you can use for your own personal use. I guess some of them maybe you can't. So just a heads up, you want to always make sure you read the terms of agreement with the digitals if you're not used to purchasing them, and see what you are and aren't allowed to do. I'm not seeing that too clearly. Let's switch to. So, because there are a couple that I purchased early on, and just, I tend to have a knee-jerk reaction with my clicker finger and purchase without checking that. So, just a little heads up on that. When we learn stuff, I like to share what we learn. And then some of them require you to do nothing. You can just use it. And if you want to resell it, you can resell it. Some of them have something like an angel law where you are only allowed to sell so many printed images. I think that's how Tim Holtz handles his things that he has, that you might use and resell. It's usually around 200, which most of us, wouldn't it be nice to sell that much of anything? Anyway, and then some of them want you to embellish or change or alter the image before you would sell it. So I don't know that it has to be much. But I like to abide the rules. So what's everybody else doing today? My husband's got dinner in the crock pot, and to me it smells heavenly. So we'll come back after the pool, and dinner will be ready for us. Cal taught me how to, well, she showed me the beginning stages of beading. I'm going to learn. I beaded. I learned, well, I don't know if I learned it. The hemmingbone, no, hemmingbone. Herringbone. Not the Hemingway, not herringbone. The herringbone.
Yes.
With a hitchhiker bead.
Mm-hmm.
And then the peyote. So I think I want to try the peyote. I found some beads in my stash. Oh, I wanted to get you the feathers.
Oh, don't worry about the feathers. We'll get them later.
And some of my beads are worth using. Others are just, are good for like dangles and stuff like that for on journals. Not you wouldn't necessarily wear some of what I have. But I still have the beads I purchased from our visit. When were you here? February? Is that when we went out to Lancaster,
yes,
as my sisters would say incorrectly. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Can't see where I'm supposed to cut this one. So I wanted these images rather on the large side. I tend to like things oversized in some of my journals, like bows and things like that. And these little gals, I was thinking they would look cute large. Now they may be too large, but I think I'm going to use or try to use them. I think she'll be okay. I'm not liking that one wing back there. I might just trim that off. I know I have some blank pages. Hey, Ange, good morning. I thought I had a blank page. Perhaps I do not. Here we go. She might look cute on there. Maybe I'll just, All right, putting the old eyeballs down there. Let's see about getting these little skinny legs and little high heels. They shouldn't be too bad. So we were at the pool yesterday. It was very lovely. The first day we went, they had the heater on because we had that nasty weather. I thought the pool water was really kind of warm, but yesterday I think it felt refreshing.
It was nice. It was very, very nice.
Very nice. Very relaxing. A little breezy yesterday. We're going to take a project, I think, with this because we'll swim for a little bit. Well, we'll bob. We'll bob for a little bit. And then we'll get out and have a little snack and get a little bit of sun. So we might take a little project with us.
No, I can't find it.
No?
No.
I know this may sound silly, but it works for Ron. Probably in on his bureau, he has a flashlight that's got a very high beam on it. If you take that, and sometimes if you just run the flashlight around, it'll pick up, and you can see better, and things seem to pop out where you can see it. It's worth a try.
Yeah.
We're missing a beading needle. We didn't stick it in a.
No, I thought I might have stuck it into this rayon, but this is just the regular needle thread.
Bummer. Yeah.
I know.
So I asked if anybody else has got anything planned today. I don't see anybody. Break time. Break time. What were you working on, Jacqueline? Oh, it's the weekend, so not work. Fun work. She just finished packing. Next, I'm making. Oh, okay. She's got a routine. She had her sale on Friday. That was fun. All right, I think I'm going to ink the edges of this little gal, but I think maybe she'll go there. Now, I think I want to put some embossing powder on her. All right, now I think I want to also cut out this little gal. Doesn't her look pitiful? I think when we were little, I think my sister Nancy had a dog called Pitiful Pearl. I think that's what its name was. She loved it. I had a Thumbelina. Did anybody else have a Thumbelina? I loved her. Her body was all squishy. And I had a Patty Play Pal. All right, I'm going to see if I can cut this girl's antennae out. You did, Candy? We had my dad's cousin lived just a couple doors down from us before my parents had the house I grew up in built. And So we hung out a lot, and their oldest daughter and I were buddies. And we both wanted a Patty Play Pal. So one Christmas, we both got one. We used to go to Grant's, a 5 and dime, and get clothes for her. And so she had, I think she had, her Patty Play Pal's hair was blonde. Mine was red. And then we had show and tell at school. We were different ages, so we weren't in the same grade. So we had show and tell, and I wanted to take the Patty Play Pal. And I kind of remember my mom saying, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Because the doll was like tall. She was big and tall. You could pull her arms and she would walk. And she had long, straight red hair, which of course I loved brushing and carrying on with. So I got to school okay, but coming home from school on the bus, it was not good. Her head fell off.
Oh no.
It was attached with strings, like elastic strings. So it didn't come totally off. And then there were these other boys that lived next door to us. So Tommy helped me on the bus get her off the bus. But I was crying. I was very upset. But my dad just had to wiggle it a little bit and yank it. And he got her head back on. So she was good. Yeah, Patty Play Pal was like a real person because she was so big. My granddaughter, she's not much into dolls, never has been. Didn't like Barbies. She wanted the Barbies, but she didn't really play with them. She plays more with well, I don't know what she does now. She's older. She's 10. But when she was little, she mostly played with her stuffed animals. So these antennae are a little thicker, so I decided to cut these out. So we'll see. She's just got little tiny bee arms right here. Can you believe August is almost over?
I know, that's so sad.
My goodness. When we went to the pool yesterday, he asked the little lifeguard guy. He said, "Oh, I can relax now. The kids are gone." Because here we have a couple days a week where children are allowed to come and use the pool from 11 to 2. You're working with yo-yos, Ange? Oh, cool. And I said, "Oh, because the kids are gone." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, were there many?" He said, "No, it really wasn't too bad today." But my grands are in PA, so they don't go back to the 2nd. I'm not sure about Jersey kids if they're back. I said maybe some of them are back to school already because they're grandchildren that come here. This is a 55 plus. You're not allowed to live here if you have school age children. Now I can tell you, right now what I don't like is we start day after. Oh, Candy, are you still working? Or you mean Jersey in general? I can't remember if you're still working or not. All right, let's get rid of these little bits.
No, she misses it.
Oh, you do? All right, let's see if I can find a place for. Oh, that's a pocket. Yes, Jersey in general. After we move, I will look for a job teaching. Oh, you will? Oh, man. She could really go on this page. All right, so now, well, Cal was looking for a missing needle.
Right now I'm brainstorming.
What, honey?
I said, right now I'm brainstorming.
Now she's brainstorming. I handed her the beads that I purchased last time I think we were together February.
Yeah.
And I haven't done anything with them. You know, I'm such a laser beam. Well, some of it is, I just want to get it right. I bought all these beads that are beautiful and the colors all kind of go together, but I don't know that the shapes of the beads go together. So Kel's very, not only is she excellent at putting things together with patterns, she does her own patterns, and her little brain, well, her big brain, just, she comes up with these ideas. So she's like, I showed her the beads and she's like, my brain is going crazy with ideas. So I'm just wondering if I can use all those beads maybe like in one bracelet. Woo-hoo. All right, let's move this little chick. Maybe she could go here. Got her antennas. It's hard to get all that white off. All right. So most of my embossing glazes are buried, and I didn't have enough time to dig them all out. So what I have in another jar is a blue and a rust. So I'm not sure. Um, Now her hair is, orangey, so maybe I could put some of the rust on here. And maybe I need to just go dig them out. All right, so I'm going to need a sheet of paper, at least, to put her on if I'm going to dump some dust. The other thing I'm not sure I have handy is the embossing, liquid stuff. All right, I'm going to look in one spot, see if I can get in there. Evo. Kel, I go tumbling.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'll be calling 911.
Oh jeez. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Oh dear.
I got a lady upside up, stuck in her bathroom.
You got it. Yay.
Now I just have to back out without everything else. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, now I've got some other choices. Now I've got these little pens that have the liquidy stuff. These are mixed. I don't know why that's in there. I don't think I want the white. What else has she got? That might be a good color. Black. Some green. These are, some of them are regular, like the black is just regular embossing powder. These are regular embossing powders. And if you're not familiar, they're opaque. They're opaque. The glazes are translucent, which I kind of really like. But see, I could use the regular black there. I was thinking some of the green on her wings. Now I've got this Distress. These colors match Tim Holtz's ink pad colors. So this one is Rustic Wilderness, which is a dark blue green. So I'm thinking in her wings that might look cool. But I don't really want to lose the black detailing. So let's see, I've got these are both, I think, my white pens that you saw. So I don't want that. You know, it's going to cover it. So let's do a little tester area. Let's do right in here. Oh, that fan.
Oh,
That
sorry.
might not be good for a minute until I get this done. Because it's going to dry my...
I don't want to blow your powder everywhere. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's mostly, I don't think it'd blow the powder. I was thinking it would dry the juicy stuff till I get the powder on. All right, this I'm going to cover up like that until I... All right, now I'm going to use my heat tool. Let it warm up a bit. Hey, Peggy, good morning. So you really can't see it. It does look black. And I guess that's because it's the glaze. So I'm going to do the same on this side so she matches. And then I'm going to go to plan B. Yeah, she's a digital. She's a digital image from AmeriaDesignStudio. I put it in my description box. Bless you.
Excuse me.
I thought to do it ahead of time today. Go figure. Go figure.
You know what, Lori?
What, baby?
I worked with the shindy carpet on top of our stuff. And I'm wondering if it didn't get caught in some of the shindy somewhere.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Mm. Hmm. Oh, yes, we're having a great time, Peggy.
Yes.
We're having another pool day today. We're looking forward to that. Heat tool. All right, now what else can I put on this little chick? I pulled out this color, embossing glaze. This is antique linen. I think I do want something on those. This is opaque bright white. I think I do have some kind of a, or at least I did. Oh, maybe in this. I might have a clear, which will just give, that glazy, rusty look. This is Pearl Essence. Now, the other thing is, now some people say they use just water to stick the powder on. I don't know how successful I would be with that, but we could give it a try. So now I'm just going to look for a brush. We've been falling asleep pretty early, so we're wearing each other out. I don't know that this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I think you pretty much can use anything as long as your powder sticks. I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to carve out my lines here. The detail of her wings. Because once you do the embossing powder, you're not going to get that off. Oh, I think I scraped the paint there. Not the paint, the ink. All right, let's give it a go. I can always print her again, but I don't really want to do that. I'll tell you in a minute here. This gives a little sparkle to her wing. This is Embossing Powder Pearl Essence by Inkadoo. The Inkadoo word is really small right here. Right there. So I think, I really think Wink Castella probably would do just as well for that, but I'm going to do it different this time. I'm going to wet the whole area and lightly scratch out. Well, I watched a couple videos, oh gosh, a couple years ago, and some people, that's what they use. probably the other stuff works better. And I have some somewhere, but you know how that goes. I thought it was in the drawer with my powders, but it weren't. Now, the trick is I don't want to scrape off my ink like I did before. So I'm just very lightly using my pokey tool. Just carve away. Oh, you know, I wasn't sure about that, Peggy, whether they were out of business. So maybe I should be careful because now I'm using vintage powder. Now you can brush off where you don't, if you have it where you don't want it too. I think that got up a little. If you can find yourself a paintbrush, something smaller, just brush away, you know, where you don't want it. I think somebody knows how to do it, but I don't know how to do it, Linda. Trying to figure out how to turn off the crowns. All right, I'm going to use my heat gun. Now, just remember, if you're using your heat tool for something like this, you want to make sure your hands are out of the way. Oh, really, Peggy? The parent company was EK Success. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Oh, I like their punches. Okay, so that gives your wings a little something, something. Now, I'm not sure if I want to. Okay, let me get rid of this stuff. This will be interesting. Oh, really? Some can go bad? Yeah, I wouldn't think that. How about that? Now, I pulled out the black. The black is a regular embossing powder, which is opaque. Black glint. So I'm wondering if I put some on her antennas. I wonder what else I could use that would stay wet longer than the water. I wonder if I could use well, we could try it. I have this float medium. What's my other one here? I got a couple different. I thought this was different. This is a glaze finishing base. I wonder if I could use that. What do you think? It's clear.
I think so.
You think so? All right, so let's see. Might be enough in there. Ooh. Okay. Let's try it. I'm thinking that might give her antennas a little more stability. Let's get ready. I'm going to do this one too right while I'm here. Just whatever you use, remember where you put it, your powder's going to stick. And if you find you get it somewhere you don't want it, you can brush it off with a dry brush. But just remember, you have to have a really steady hand. Like I'm sure where I touched it with my nails, probably not gonna. Let's see. Good idea. That's what Dee Dee tells us to do. We all forget, and you're not alone in that. That's for sure. I don't know if I got any there. We'll see. Now, one of my coloring book pages that I did, I showed it a couple of weeks ago. The one image, the one little girl, she looked like she was sporting an Afro style hairdo. And I used this black embossing powder to try to give that a textured look. I think it came out cool. Of course, you can see it better in person. And see, it doesn't look like I got it over here at all. Just put my brush somewhere. Because once you put the heat tool on it, okay, heat it first, then reapply. Okay, Peggy. I don't want to blow this dust all over either, so let's get this back in the jar. Now, if you've never used embossing powders before and you want to try it, it is messy and it's really fine and has a gritty feeling. So if you work on a piece of paper or something, you can tap it back in your jar easily. I guess some people just throw it out. I'm too cheap for that. I don't want to throw it out. Oh, look. I just smashed that into. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm going to hold her on this paper just hopefully you guys can see. And see what's magic. I guess you can't really see. Sort of one antler's kind of twirling there. That did stiffen them up pretty good. So now I don't think they'll tear. See, I can still see white there though. Look how cute she is.
Magic marker. Magic marker, yes.
Magic marker. I scratched the green there. I don't got a magic marker that color. All right, let's see. I don't think I need another coat. I think that looks good. You do, Peggy? I mean, you pay for it, right? It's easy to do. It's easy to pour it back in. It's just a little fiddly. Just a little fiddly. Okay, so I'm thinking right where I scratched that paint off, I need to glue something on. And I was thinking I'd like to put some of this rusty hinge in her hair. I could probably just use my neighbor Betty and I used to say to each other, back away from the project. Sometimes you don't leave well enough alone. You always have to be fiddling with it. And then you end up going a little too far, and then you're like, why did I do that? But I'm thinking if I make a couple of little streaks here through her hair, it might look cool with this glaze on it. Of course, that looks cool just in of itself. See if the powder will stick to it. I guess maybe I could use one of those blending markers. You know how you get a blending marker when you buy alcohol ink stuff? Oh, that doesn't look too bad. All right, let's see. I'm using my hottest setting. Guess you can see a little bit. Cal, could you look for something for me?
Sure.
In that first cart, I think underneath those cutouts. Oh, now careful, see your chairs. Yeah. Oh, geez. Your chair is okay. No, no, first this way. Yeah, second shelf. Underneath that pile of stuff in that blue tray, you have to move that. Then there's a wooden like cheese box under there.
Mm-hmm.
There's stuff called foundry wax. I've got a copper, a silver. You'll have to pull them out because it's hard. You can't see the labels. I don't know if you can. Oh, thanks. You okay?
Yep. You and me, we're a pair, aren't we?
Yeah, we're flexible. We're just not too bendy. I'm thinking some foundry wax might look good too. I haven't used it in a long time. Here's one gilded. I think that's the gold. I think I have a copper. I think it came 3. Sterling. Statue. I think that's the one. Okay, here we go. Now this you have to shake really well. And this has a really, not a real fine tip. But all right, so now I want to put some more of this on this side so she matches. To do the Timmy tap. Oh, he might do it this way. Hi, Barbara. How nice to see you. Good morning. We're embellishing. Embellishing a bee people, a little bee people. Now the foundry wax you have to heat up as well. All right, let's see if I can get this side. So it gets a little glitzy. I'm going to put a little Link of Stella on her eyelids. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Now where's my, let's see if I can find one. This will really be a miracle. I never can seem to find my, oh, this might work. I'm looking for my Sharpie pen. I never can seem to find them. Da, 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 da. It's a miracle. I'm going to see if I can enhance her little eyelashes and her eyeliner here. Just deepen it a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. Now, do I have a red? This is a red Prisma. All right, now I got to do some other things to her. What can I do? I just saw black lace. Where did I put some black lace? I put it in the zipper bag. How about with the other beads?
You want to use that flower with the leaves?
Wait a minute, I got to put my glasses on. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what happens. Yeah, I was thinking, where those sparkly ones? The sparkly ones. If they go in between,
You can.
do I have enough?
Yeah, you have enough. Okay, this is just one idea.
Mm-hmm.
So you want some sparkly ones in between?
Yeah, maybe.
And I don't know that I can work with this and this together, but I'll try.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But I'll work with the sparkly
Yeah,
bits.
that's
I'll
fine.
figure that out.
Maybe the leaves I can do another one with the balls.
Yeah, probably.
I have a jewelry maker right here with me, working on a project. There's some buttons. Maybe I'll steal one of those buttons. Bouton. Oh, look, that might be cute. Little piece of that. You're just joining me. I'm trying to alter, aka embellish, this little bee so I can use her in a project that I intend to sell. I'm going to just turn my heat tool on. And I'm just going to glue her on the page. That I could cut. Now this can unravel, but I think if I glue the edges down, I might be okay. So I think I want to trim that on a little bit of an angle. See if I can get it to work. Same here. Put this. This is dangerous. I don't want to be cutting off her wing. I'm putting glue intentionally right on those edges so they don't move. And then I'll put some here. Okay. I'm thinking of not gluing down her antenna, just letting them be. Now see, this drives me crazy, this little white edge that I'm seeing. So I'm just taking it's not working real good. My Sharpie pen, I think that's a little too fine. Yes, she's visiting. And I don't think we're even trying. Well, I had such a mess because we had the construction out at the patio, so it kind of threw a little project my way that needed to be done, but I really didn't need it to be done right before Kel arrived. So I've got the kitchen counter all full of jazz. And we've got a card table in the middle of the kitchen floor full of jazz. So that hasn't been attended to, but it's not getting in our way yet. I'm sure it's driving my husband crazy, but he's hanging in there. He's hanging in. So I'm just trying to cover the edges of this white. Because I don't know, for me, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Got a little spot down there I can see. I guess some of that. Now I just have a inkjet printer. So the ink comes off pretty easy. So I'm just going over that wing line a little bit because I scratched it with my pokey tool, trying to remove, excess glazing powder. So she's got a little bit of glitz on her here and there. Now I've got a little bit of black lace that I was thinking might look cute. Maybe at the bottom here. I'll trim that right here. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little glue on the lace right where I want it to stick. Nope, that one came loose. Loosey goosey. I'm thinking about when I'm gluing her down. I did look for you at the airport. I know exactly where I was sitting. We had just gotten at the airport, gotten our baggage, everything was settled, and we finally got to where our gate was. And not too far from our gate, there was a Burger King. And my son and I went and we sat down at the Burger King, and he got my food for me. And I thought, I wonder where Barbara is. I don't see her anywhere. But it's the truth. All right, so I'm going to do a couple samples here so we can see what this looks like. This little foundry wax. I'm thinking I might put a little bit on her feet down here. Because the nozzles, sometimes it comes out a little bloppy. Now you have to mix it. You have to shake it till you hear that little, of course I'm partially deaf, so I want to hear the little clack, clack, oh, little clack, clack, clack. I love you too. I'm not hearing the beat yet. I mean, I hear the lip, but oh, maybe a little. Now somewhere, oh, I just put a piece in the trash. Maybe I should get that out. Black. Is this fun for you? It's not? Okay. Okay. This is a darker piece. Let's see if I can. Does anybody else have foundry wax? I would love to know how you use it. See how wide that is? That makes me crazy. You have to heat it with your heat tool. It's not as coppery as I would have liked or thought. Let's see. I don't really want to use that. I need to get some more paper towels out here. I want to see what the gold looks like. See if I would rather the gold. Right, Barbara? I know, right? I think I would use it a lot more if the nose was smaller and I could get a thinner line. Now I've tried putting it in a puddle and putting it on with a brush, but once the air hits it, it doesn't turn shimmery and metallic-y, but it does dry up quickly and then you can't use it. And I hate wasting it. But I guess there's a fine line between wasting it and just leaving it sit in a jar in the bottle and not using it. I guess I should go back and watch some stuff that Timothy does with it. But I think I saw Kathy Berg and Colleen using it. I'm telling you, those girls really enable me to the max. It feels cool too. Trying to control my squeeze, but you know, it really, the bottle is not real squishy. So it's hard to squeeze, and then once you finally squeeze it, you get a blob. Keep rolling it all around. I think I'm going to try the brush again. I guess I do want the bronze color, they call it statue. I guess that'll work better on her. Maybe, I wonder if I could put out. Yeah, see, I don't know if I want it in my good brush either. That's the other thing. I wonder if I put some out, I can put it on with my poking tool. Let's give it a go. Now I wonder if I can. Oh, yeah. Let's do some dots. See, it's starting to dry up already. I just love little dots. Polka dots. Polka dots. Okay. Let's see. She is adorable. These images are so cute. I saw other ones that I thought were maybe a little cuter, but these were on sale, so I went with these. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's cute. Now I'm going to heat it from the back and see if I can get her legs to straighten out a little. All right, now I think she needs a little something. like a little bouton, perhaps. Let's just see. Let's see what we have. I have these put aside for my granddaughter's project, but there's a little baby Eller one. Little baby Eller one. Oh, look at this one. It's a little kind of large, but these are all too big. Biggins. They're too biggins.
You want to see?
Yes, please. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Well, they sparkle so much more when they're on that line together. I guess maybe when you move it, they'll catch the.
Yeah, because I'm like.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love those beads. Yeah, that's pretty. You think I should do the elastic or?
Not with the herringbone stitch.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm making 2 lines, but it's not with not with elastic. It's with the herringbone stitch.
Okay. And I could do it. You don't have to do it if you think.
Oh, this is just a sample.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's attached to the other sample.
Oh, okay. All right. That's my. I don't think I want to use that on here. This is kind of a vintagey looking button. Hey, Roseanne. Hi. How are you? I'm busy digging in my bead and my buttons here. I think I like the littlest one, maybe. Wish I had a little fleur. I did have little flower buttons, but Janet, hi. Here's my friend Janet. How you doing, Janet? Okay, let's get this chick wrapped up here. Let's see. Now I need some thread because I don't like to put just the button. Ooh, button down. Shocker. All right. I've got some embroidery thread right here that will work. And I know somewhere I have a needle. They're little holes, though. I'm going to have to find a little needle. Now, you don't have to go through all this jazz to put stuff in a journal, but it just looks so cute. And, I am the kind of person that once I get an idea in my head, I just want to do it. I don't want to let it go. So, it's got 4 holes. How many threads are left on here? I think I'm just going to take 2 strands of this thread. Janet, Kell, and I are going to go to the pool. Bye, Barbara. Have a great day. Roseanne, what are you up to today? Yeah, we're having fun. We're relaxing too. Low key. All right. Kel was showing me how to thread beading thread in a needle yesterday. Oh my gosh. It kept sticking to my finger. So I got it through, but then I would pull it back out because it was sticking to my finger, and then I split it the one time. So of course, over anxious here. I just yanked it out, and Kel's like, "No, I could have fixed it. I could have showed you how to fix it." She's got a lot of tips and tricks. All right, so now if I go, I always start it wrong.
Oh, Roseanne, that's cool.
Hmm?
Roseanne, she's cleaning out her Christmas paper ephemera,
Etc.
and she's going to give it to a friend.
Oh, that's nice. That friend's going to be thrilled.
Yeah, pass along the wealth. Share it.
So I want this to go. This may not work, but I'm thinking I want some little strings hanging out the front. Hey, Teresa. Hi.
Hi, Teresa.
How are you feeling today? You're a big winner?
Yes, she was. She got free shipping.
Woohoo! All right. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Put that little button down. Then we'll have a little trim. I'll leave those on the longer side. Cool. All right, so what I did was put a little Wink of Stella on her eyelids, and I just darkened her eyeliner a little bit with a Sharpie pen, and then some Wink of Stella, and then I put some embossing glaze on top of those streaks in her hair. Added the button, added some gimp and some lace, and then put some embossing powder on her wings. And then I used my foundry wax across the top of her shoes, I guess, and then put some dots on her stockings. So now I'm ready to glue her into the book. If I can find the book. I have to think about the cover and how I'm going to get the cover to work. My original idea did not work. Now, what page is it going to put it on? I think here. Now, if I glue her down, I'm going to leave her little antennae loose. I'm not going to glue those flat. I'm going to leave those. If I glue her and then glue just the bottom of her wings, I can use the top of her wings for a little tuck spot. I can make little tags and put in there. And then I'll just glue the rest of her down.
That would be really cute.
So we're going to go with that idea. So I put some glue in my little bottle here, and Kel made me this little stopper top. So now I can use this, hopefully, without any issue. So I'm just going to do a little bit on her bottom wings. Whoops, that's a little too much for her. Boop, boop. Legs, torso. I want to get her little noodle glued down. Now, in where I have my dies, I have little teeny tiny tags I could cut, so I'll have to fish those out. And I was thinking I'd put a word on her somewhere near here. My little word box was MIA for a while, but it has resurfaced. The only thing I haven't found yet is, well, there's two things. I haven't found my small bone folder. And I have this gray foam. I got it from, what's that Simon guy's name? What's his business called? Something Simon? Simon. Who's a young.
Says Stamp.
Say again, honey?
Simon Says Stamp.
Oh, yeah, that's him, I think. Simon Says Stamp. He's a young fella, and he was selling this foamy stuff. It was gray foam. I mean, Holly was still with us, and because I sent her a chunk. You got, I don't know, four pieces in a package, and you could say put down like a bunch of buttons, and then you press this gray stuff into the buttons, and it would take on the image, and then you could stamp and use it, and then you could clean it up and hit it with some heat, and it would pop back into its regular shape, and then you could reuse it. I forget what it was really called, but I have several pieces somewhere. I put it in the best spot because now nobody can find it. Not even I can find it. I cannot find it. Oh, look at that. That would really bulk it up. That looks cute there, though, doesn't it? Hmm. See, one thing leads to another for me. I'm starting to get hungry for lunch. Maybe that's all I need. I'm wondering if I think the hot glue will hold it. Okay. I'm going to call her done. I think a couple of yo-yos right over here on this page would look cute. All right, now I've got one more. Let's see. I don't know. This gal's not going to get finished because we got to get crack-a-lack in here. We got to get our lunch together. They'll be missing us at the pool if we don't get there in a timely fashion. Now, I'm thinking somewhere amongst this mess on my desk, I have my inker. I'm going to ink this little chick. Inker, inker, inker. So these little bee people, the digital I put in my description box if you have a project. Now I think I think they both might be on sale. Oh, thank you, Ange. Most digitals aren't that expensive, but if you can get them and they're marked down, why not, right? So if you want to check that out, I put the link in my description box. I think this one the sale might be off. No, she's a digital, Teresa. I think the sale ends the 31st, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly.
I like this one.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
You can do that easy. That's on your elastic.
Nice. Oh, yeah. That is really cool. Nice job.
Woohoo! That's just a sample.
It's just a sample.
You're going to do it yourself. The other one I might have to make for you, but this one you do yourself.
Okay. I would really like to try, though, but... Okay, so now I need to embellish her a little bit. And I think I'm going to put some Wink of Stella in her highlight, in her little eyeball. And I'm going to Wink of Stella some of her wings. Not all of it, but some. Now, if you don't have a Wink of Stella, this is one of my favorite tools, if you will. Now, I really like the clear because you just get this little shimmery, but they have it, she has it in all different colors. So I'm saying she because it says it's Stella. That might be drying out a little bit. I do have the Wink of Stella in gold and silver, so maybe I will. Because it's a brush, and it comes to a point. Pretty nice point. I have 2 clear. Clear. There's the gold. Let me try the gold. I'm thinking I might stripe her legs with the gold. Yeah, this is the gold. Let's see. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Aggies.
Might have to do a couple of coats. I'm not sure. I see it a little bit. You can see her arm there. Oh, thank you. I took her little antlers off. This one. I think I'm going to do the gold here. Across the bottom. And then I still have some white on her feet that you can see. I was thinking about putting that lace on the bottom of her too. And I like that lace. I have other black lace, but I like that one. So maybe I'll just use it.
Did you have any more of those baggies?
Any more of a what, honey?
The baggies? Did you have any more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want you to lose your beads.
They might be in here, but I'm not 100%.
Okay. I know that's where you.
Because that was sitting on the end of the table there, and I might have just shoved them in there.
Well, actually, I think I can do this. These together here.
Okay. Now I was thinking about doing some kind of doodling on her. Uh-oh, another country heard from. Did you wake up from your nap there, Jenny? Heard her give a little shake.
You need to go out? You need to go out? Or you want to come up? You want to come up?
Wondering if the embossing powder, the black embossing powder, might look cool if I put some here. Give that a little texture. You're getting a snuggle, Jenny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know that I want this so much solid. I'm just going to dab this on. So you can still see some of the original coloring behind. Came out really fast. Oh yeah, that's cool. October's a long time to wait. No, Ange, I'm sorry, sweetheart, it's not. It's a long time to wait for you to come to Lovely's Crafting Lodge, Ange. I just looked at that and thought, oh, geez, I hope I opened that up. And I got other stuff in there. Even with the glasses, I didn't see it. Life with the elderly, elderly, elderly. Okay. Sip of tea. Got a tickle in the throat. Sip of tea. Oh. And tool. Excuse me. Heat tool. Oh, that works. Okay. I guess we could put the fan on now. I'm not working with that. Woo! All right. Now, it looks like she's got a little flower or something there. I don't know. Okay, lace. How's my time? Okay, we're almost to noon. Trying to make it to noon. I'm going to add a little bit of this lace on her bottom skirt. There's this big bag.
No, I've got it figured out.
Oh, okay.
I've got it figured out.
Um,
Bye, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Oops. It's sticking to my nail. Hmm.
Oh, that's so cute.
That should be enough, right?
She'll be.
Do you think she needs a button or anything?
She needs antlers.
But a bow. That's too yellow. All right, let's see, because I could always add things when she gets on the page, but let's pop her on the page. Where was this? I was going to stick her on there, I think. Oh no, this back page I was going to stick her on. A button never hurts. This is true. This is certainly true. I might add the button after the fact. Oh look, I've got this delicious chenille too. Putting some of that stuff away there. Maybe I need a piece of this. Hold, please. Pom-pom on her head. Ooh, that's an idea. I was thinking a yo-yo. Because the pom-pom. Oh, yeah. Because the pom-poms was so puffy. But the yo-yo is flat. Still knocking stuff over.
Oh, that was cute.
Now, same thing. Should I glue her strategically where I can use some tuck spots, like in the front of her skirt, maybe here?
She might look a little funny having something sticking out of her skirt.
Well, it almost looked like her hands are holding it or something, because she's got a bouquet of flowers there.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I see it now. It's bigger on your screen. Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
Or I have flowers, those pretty paper flowers somewhere. All right, that's going to go there. I'm going to add that button to that yo-yo. And I think I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put a word or something there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then I think I'm going to be done with her. Glue her down. I might do a test to see how she'd look with. Well, let me see. There's some little stuff in here. If it would look weird. I think it might look okay.
Yeah, I think it would look okay.
All right, so that's the plan. I'm not going to do it now because we're going to get scooting. Because we have to do some stuff because we want to get to the pool. Because tomorrow's going to be cold. Today's hot, so we're going to go to the pool. So that's my addition for this live session. I still have tons of things to do. I have to do the a little purse. Looks like she's got flowers here. I'm just, instead of wasting the page just to stick her on, and maybe I just need to stick her on. I was just thinking maybe she could be useful. Earn her keep. Oh, Angie wants to know if I'm feeding you good.
Oh my word. I've gained 10 pounds.
Angie Marie.
I
can't even believe you asked that. And what are we having? Chuck roast this afternoon with mashed potatoes. Oh, dear Lord.
Any vegetables?
Vegetables. Yep, I think you put vegetables in. I don't know. We can look in the pot. Okay, ladies. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. It's so nice to see you all. And we'll just see how the rest of the week goes. And Kel will still be here Tuesday evening. Mm-hmm. But I might be too pooped to stream quite honestly. I mean, I usually don't go to sleep. Thanks, Janet. I'll tell him. I'll give him your best regards. I've been falling asleep pretty early. I've been falling asleep early. I just kind of tuck her out. I mean, the one night, Kel said, remind me to do this before, I said, okay. I'm not great at reminding, but she looks so comfy on the couch. And I just didn't want to disturb her. And by the time, I mean, I just said, I'm just leaving her alone. And then I conked out. So by the time I woke up for my first potty run, she was, in bed. Anywho, we're on vacation, right?
Not paying attention.
So, and we're not paying attention to stuff, girls. We're not. We're just having a good time. So that's it for us. Over and out from Jersey. Don't forget, take time to be creative, enjoy the journey, and
bye for now, meow.
We'll see you soon.
Angie said she sent you a Gmail.